ATN katika majengo ya bunge.
Asante sana Alan Ochanda kwa taarifa hiyo kuhusiana na bajeti ya IEBC. Nataka tuelekee katika ukumbi wa KICC ambapo sasa hivi Rais William Ruto anatoa hotuba yake ya mwisho kufunga kongamano hili la maendeleo la Afrika, vile vile likifungamanisha na taifa la Ufaransa. Hebu tumsikilize.
We have $4 trillion of savings in our pension funds, in our insurance companies, in our reinsurance companies. And yet, we are not using that money to fund our own development. The first thing we need to do, and we have agreed with Africa Development Bank, we have agreed with AfriExim, we have agreed with Trade Development Bank, Africa Finance Corporation, that before we go and look for money from other people, we must structure our own DFIs to unlock these $4 trillion of our own resources to finance our development. So, we will not allow ourselves to be exploited again, because we know what we must do. And what we are saying is, we don't want to also blame others for our own mistakes. President Kagame told us today that nobody owes us development. We owe it to our own selves. So we mustn't look for favors where we can do it ourselves. Secondly, Aliko Dangote told us today that our own private sector in this continent must first and foremost invest in our continent before we go looking for other investors from elsewhere. The question people ask, if our own private sector does not have the confidence to invest in our continent, why would private sector from elsewhere have the confidence? If we are not ready to mobilize our own resources here in Africa, resources that are available to us in pension funds, in insurance companies, why would anybody else use their savings to finance our own development? So first things first, we must take the lead as Africans, as policymakers, as private sector leaders in taking charge of our own development. Any other support we get from friends like Macron and other people will be secondary. To answer your question, we will not allow ourselves again to be slaves of anybody. We are going to take charge of our own.
Afrika haitakubali kuwa mtumwa wa mtu yoyote. Ndiyo kauli yake Rais William Ruto katika hotuba yake ya kufunga katika kongamano hilo la maendeleo ya Afrika linalofanyika katika ukumbi wa KICC, akisisitiza haja ya Afrika kutumia trilioni 4 ilizonazo wenyewe katika kuendeleza maendeleo yake, na wale wawekezaji sharti waanze kuwekeza humu nchini ama hapa barani Afrika kabla kutafuta wawekezaji kutoka mataifa mengine.